Hello students, today I will be taking your 7th session. Now I will not take up what you have already learnt in the previous 6 sessions. Why? Because in the previous, that is 7th session, 7th and 8th session, we have already recapitulated the whole 6 sessions which were taken earlier, and the notes regarding those topics, that is synthetic fibers, is done. So, we are done with the first half of the chapter. Today I will be taking up the second half of the chapter. So, what is the chapter's name? Chapter's name is synthetic fibers and plastics. So, if we are done with synthetic fibers, now we are going to start with plastics. So, when I say plastics, you know that plastic is used everywhere, isn't it? We use so much of plastic. You know, 20th century was called as plastic age. Like earlier we had stone age, iron age, ice age, etc. So 20th century was called as plastic age. Why was it called as plastic age? It's because everything we used was made up of plastic. For example, we get articles like toys made up of plastics, chairs made up of plastic, almost all the furnitures made out of plastics, bottles made out of plastics. You can see some of the articles here. So, this is plastic bottle, isn't it, which is wrapped inside a polythene, which is again a plastic cover. Plastic tiffin box wrapped inside a plastic or a polythene cover, again it is a plastic. Everything, whatever you get, you know, this glass cleaner, may it be detergent, soaps, masalas, everything is packed in polythene or the plastic cover, right? Here this is also a hot case made up of plastic. So, you can see even the handles of spoons, forks, scalps are made up of plastic. Handles of cooker is made up of plastic. Eraser, the blade is enclosed in a plastic eraser. Pen is made up of plastic. Everything, you know, Fevicol, your whistle, your whitener, everything is covered with plastic. Comb, battery, cosmetics, whatever you see around you is made up of plastic. That's why 20th century is called as plastic age. Now, why did we opt for plastic is very important. See, earlier we used to use metals for, you know, in place of plastic bottle we used to have metal bottles and metal tiffin boxes and also metal containers, isn't it? And we had furnitures made out of wood rather than plastics, isn't it? And we had containers like in which we keep our masalas or sugar or tea powder, made out of what? Glass, mostly glass, or it may be metal, right? Usually it used to be glass, especially transparent. Even nowadays you get pickles and your medicine syrups, you know, which you administer to small kids in a bottle, isn't it? Glass bottle. Now, why we don't use, or we have reduced the use of metal, glass and wood? Because there are many reasons. First and foremost reason why wood has been substituted by a plastic in furniture is because for plastic we need not cut trees, right? We need not go for deforestation, that is cutting of trees. Second, metals are replaced by plastics. Why? Because they are non-reactive, they do not corrode, they do not react with the atmospheric gases, they do not react with moisture, they do not form rust, they do not form any kind of chemical, isn't it? Okay, that is the second thing. Now, why glass has been replaced by plastic? It's because it is unbreakable, because plastic is unbreakable whereas glass is breakable. Unfortunately, if a child, you know, tries to pick a glass syrup bottle or a glass bottle, tries to drag it and falls, you know, it may lead to accidents. So, all these have been reduced to a large extent because of the use of plastic, which can substitute all the three, that is metal, wood and glass. Now we know that plastic has been only bad, isn't it? All these days we said we should stop using plastic for many reasons, which we are going to speak about in the further sessions. But now you know that when you are talking about plastic topic, we know why we are opting for plastic. So whatever they say, ban plastic, reduce use of plastic, but it becomes difficult because it has become a part and parcel of our life. Everything we use, pen and the refill, everything, and every masala packet, everything we use is made up of plastic because of its advantages over the disadvantage, more of advantage than disadvantage. I know it is bad for the environment, it is non biodegradable and many other things, many other disadvantages. It has choking hazard, it is not good, but still it is being used because of its major advantages over metal, wood and glass. Okay. Now you also know that toys are made up of plastics. If it was made up of glass or if it was made up of a metal, it would be more harmful than plastic. Rather, you know, small parts a child might ingest, it may cause choking hazard. Otherwise, it is not. It is always safe to use toys made up of plastic rather than any other substance. Now let us understand, you know, that plastic is being used a lot, and that is why 20th century is called as a plastic age. Now what is the reason? I just told you why we use plastic instead of metal. You know that now this is a copper bottle. You know, when I bought it new, it was very fresh, reddish brown, shiny color. You know that metals react, you know, become dull when you keep it outside because they react with the atmospheric gases. What is present in the atmosphere? What gas is present in the atmosphere? You know, carbon dioxide is present, oxygen is present, nitrogen is present, and many other gases are present, isn't it? So they react with the metal and they form a layer. You know, this layer which is formed due to the reaction is not good for your health. So usually in the metal utensils, we are told not to keep sour substances, especially like curd or, you know, pickles, because they react and that becomes unfit for ingestion. So this is how it's good. And other properties like, you know, plastic is a good insulator. That's why it finds its use even in electric wires, right? Because it does not conduct electricity. You are not exposed to electric shocks. So that is also a very good advantage, you know, because of which it has been, plastic is being used, you know, for in electric wires also. Yeah, so when it comes to electricity, as I said, plastic is poor conductor or an insulator. Therefore, in switchboards also we can see that switchboard is also made up of the plugs. You know, behind the plugs, everything is metal. So above it is covered with a plastic switchboard. Other than that, the handle, since plastic is a bad conductor of heat also, so the handles of utensils, maybe cooker or a pan or a tea pan, and everything is made up of plastic. So now this was about plastic. Now today we have learned what is plastic and why it is so important. Let me keep all this. Okay. Now plastic has, you have seen that they can be molded into different types. You know, I told you they can be molded into a furniture like chair, they can be molded into a toy, they can be molded into different shapes. Okay. What is this plastic made up of? You know, this is also a polymer. Plastic is also a polymer. Of course, when you say polymer, that means many units. Poly means many and mer means units. There, if this is also polymer, then which does it resemble? It resembles that of synthetic fibers. So, plastic is a polymer like that of synthetic fiber. So, plastic like synthetic fiber is also made up of monomers linked to one another to form a polymer. Okay. So, how would I say? So, it is just like previously we have learnt about synthetic fibers. So, each small unit which is called a monomer is linked to one another to form a polymer. So, here plastic is also a polymer. It is also made up of chemicals like ethene, styrene, propylene, vinyl chloride, etc. So, these are some of the examples which I am going to which you will also learn later on with the further sessions. Do not worry, so many names you may feel it is difficult. This is not at all difficult. You need not remember the chemical, so many chemical names also. Now, as I said, plastic is also a polymer like that of synthetic fiber. It is made up of many monomers linked to one another to form a polymer, and the process is called as what? Polymerization. The process of formation of polymers from monomers is called as what? Polymerization, right? It is called as polymerization. Now, in case of synthetic fibers, this was how? It was a long thread like fiber. So, it was always linear arrangement of monomers to form a polymer or a thread like structure. But in case of plastic, the arrangement may not be only this way. So, there are two types of arrangement you can expect in a plastic, in different types of plastic. One is called as linear arrangement of molecules or monomers. So, monomers in linear arrangement are just like that of synthetic fibers. They are arranged linearly or in the form of straight chain. Linear means in the form of straight chain. Like I told you about beads in a necklace, just like that. It is a straight chain wherein the monomers are linked to one another. The monomers are linked to one another to form a polymer like plastic. The second type, it is called as cross linked arrangement. Now, cross linked arrangement, as the word says, it is cross linked. That is, here monomers are linked to one another from all the four sides, like this. Now, this is called as cross-linked polymer, wherein the monomers are held from all the four sides. So, they are more stronger. Just imagine a thread, it can be broken very easily, but if you try to break a thread which is woven into a fabric, like few are horizontally knitted and few threads which is knitted to the horizontal thread vertically. Horizontal thread and vertically thread are woven, isn't it, into one. So, to tear a cloth or a fabric which is woven by horizontal moving threads and a vertically moving threads, it is difficult than tearing one single thread. Just like that, plastics made up of monomers linearly arranged are a little brittle compared to that of cross-linked plastics. They are more tough and not easily breakable. So, for today this is enough. Today we have learnt why the use of plastic has become so, to this extent, why it has become so important in our life, and why 20th century is called as plastic, and why even after trying so much we couldn't completely ban plastic or stop using plastic. And we learned plastic is also a synthetic, plastic is also a polymer like that of synthetic fiber. Rather, the arrangement are in two different ways. One is called linear arrangement, just like synthetic fibers, wherein the monomers are arranged linearly, linked to one another in a straight chain, whereas in cross-linked arrangement you can see the atoms are bonded or linked to one another from all the four sides. So, they are very strong as compared to that of linear, plastics having linear arrangement of monomers. And the process of linking monomers, many monomers to one another to form a polymer is called as polymerization. This is true for a synthetic fiber also. So, thank you for today's session. This is it. Bye.